is start applying them to the cake. Now, if your buttercream is crusted, you can just put a little bit of water on the back here, and that will help to stick it to the other areas on here. Now, what you also want to do is make sure that your black and your white lines line up quite well. That's going to give the illusion throughout the cake building process. So I'm just going to make sure that those ones stay vertical, and you can fix them, and that's what's really important when it's still basically kind of able to be bent but not breaking and like wrinkling your fondant. That's the perfect time that we want these to go on. So I'm just going to build and build and build. 1 hour later, I have all of the diamonds on here, and what I'm going to do to the top is I extended them above the top, and then I'm going to take my water pen here. You could use edible glue too, or you could just use a regular paintbrush with some water, and then I'm going to stick on each of the blue pieces in between each of those black and the whites. So hopefully that will hold on to there, and just keep doing that on the top. And then we are on to the second layer. So on the bottom tier, I'm reversing the black and the white diamonds, because what's that going to do is switch basically the illusion of the direction that the cube is kind of floating out in space there. So you just want to line them up. And I've got the blue on the top like before. You could move them around however you want to move them around. I just liked to keep that consistency of the top. So then it looks like the light, which would be shining on a cube, is kind of like the black is the shadow and then the white is the brighter part of the cube. So that's the effect that I'm going for on this bottom tier. So another hour later, I've got all of my optical illusion cubes placed onto the cake, and then I'm going to take a really sharp blade, and I've left a gap here so I can get my blade in properly. I'm just going to keep it level with the top of the cake here, and I'm just trimming off these little pieces. Now I want to keep these pieces, and I'm going to fill in the gaps with them at the bottom of the cake. So you can just kind of go around and fill those in with these little extra ones you cut off the top. And then you'll also have to do that with the top tier as well. Now for the scariest part of the cake, I have to transfer the bottom one. Hopefully I get most of my hard work of those little pieces. Oh, I only left one behind. That's pretty good because it's super annoying to put the little ones on, I'm not gonna lie. So I just want to line it up so I've got it on top here evenly. And then if you want to, if you're transporting it, you could put a dowel through the center to hold it in.